Look at those degenerates. They're my heroes.
Yes,
They're
absolutely.
so cool. Look at how much of big of a loser that guy is. He literally just hangs out and tells jokes and smokes cigarettes and drinks and tries to bang chicks. Like, that guy's living the dream.
Absolutely.
And my dreams have changed.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a degenerate anymore as much.
Hello and welcome to episode 9 of What's Your Damage with Jez. What's the ninth layer of podcast hell? Vanity, thy name is Ari Mannis. I mean, the ninth layer of Dante's hell is treachery. And to be honest, the Ari Mannis that I interviewed today is not really so vain, but actually we struggled to find some damage. He's got some damage, but not a huge amount. That being said, it is a fun episode, and maybe it's worthwhile that we follow up the Tillahan Hailu Joe White episode with a more light, fun fare. He tells an awesome story right at the end of the episode about he got heckled. It turned into an assault of an audience member. It's a genuinely intriguing, interesting, and hilarious story. And you know what? So is Ari all the way around. He's sort of had a reasonable career to this level. He's not really trying to make much more of it, I think, at this moment with stand-up. But that being said, he does do a podcast that he releases occasionally called Unlicensed Therapy. You can find links to that, and I'm sure upcoming shows and whatnot at his website, arimannis.com, arimannis.com. Find him on Instagram at Ari Mannis. I have shows on sale. I'll be in Dunedin, New Zealand next week, March 12 to 14 with my new hour. It's very fun. Tickets are selling. I would love more to sell, so please come or tell people in Dunedin that you know. I'll be at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, April 9 to 19. I've decided I'm going to change the title, but I don't have time yet. So it will still be called As Seen Nowhere in Darwin in July, Singapore in August, the UK and Edinburgh in August, and other places. It will be called Animal Magnetism, but it is the new hour. Please also do go and watch the special White Rice Supreme on YouTube now, or the audio is on all the streamers. Thank you for tuning in. Please rate this 5 stars and subscribe on your platform of choice. I love you very much. Come and follow me on Instagram at JezWhattsComedy. Gotta get the numbers up. Gotta get the clicks. But for now, please enjoy Ari Mannis episode 9.
I was grinding really hard for a decade.
Yep.
And now it's like I love it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to. It's not the first thing I wake up and think about anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's the second or third thing.
What is the first thing?
Let me get 10,000 steps in. Let me get a smoothie. Let me get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Let me feel good. Let me
Yeah.
be healthy.
Yeah, let me try to meet a woman that I want to spend my life with. Things like that.
Okay.
Just like
Yeah.
adult or let me. How am I going to make money?
Yeah.
Things like that. Because I think when I was in my 20s, even early 30s.
How old are you now?
I'm 36. Because when I met you, I was probably 24,
Sure.
25.
Yeah.
So I would say
young and brash and
yeah, still brash, but
sure. Yeah, you still got that vibe. Yeah.
22 to let's say 31.
Mm.
I would, if someone said, "Hey, come to New Zealand,
Mm-hmm.
you could sleep on my floor, and I'll get you 2 spots."
Yeah. Immediately do
I'd
it.
be like, "Sounds fun.
Of
Yeah,
course.
let's go."
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, if someone said, "Hey, come here, I have a couch for you," whatever, I'd be like, I'm just gonna come and get a hotel.
Because you're doing
Do it.
spots while you're here, but you're not here to do spots.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So the game. So it's changed for me. I don't need the spots.
Are you still getting up a lot though, or
Less. So same thing. Before, if I wasn't getting up, I'd be like, "What am I doing with my life? I haven't gone up in 3 days.
Right.
I'm gonna lose it." And now I'll do a spot a couple times a week when they come.
Do you feel like you do lose the stage readiness a little bit though?
I think
you're just not worried about it.
I think a little both. I think. Listen, when you're doing a lot of spots, it is a muscle that you feel loose and you feel like you could try. You riff more.
You're sharp.
Yeah, you try new tags. You're sharper.
Yeah.
I do, but at the same time, I do think comedy is like riding a bike. I do think you could, if you were good at one point,
you can get back there quickly.
Yeah, you can get back there.
Yeah,
quickly.
or like speaking like another language as well. It's like I lived in Germany for a couple of years, and I could say like a couple of phrases now. But if I was there for a few months, it's like a bunch more stuff comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I personally, I probably have never gotten up as much as I should have, because the whole time I've been doing comedy, I've been in a committed relationship with the same person that I love very much.
That does change things.
And so as much as I love comedy, I love her equally. I know multiple comedians who are like, yeah, comedy is first and then the relationship is second.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of insane. It's also, I kind of respect it on one level and then I disrespect it on another.
I don't respect or disrespect it. I get it. Like,
I used
to think comedy was my number one.
Comedy's great.
Until I met someone that I loved, where I'm not with anymore. But in that, when you're in love, it changes. I'm oh no, this is more important.
Yeah, certainly comedy. It's like, I still like get up sort of as much as is reasonable. But I will often like not hang out for 2 hours after the gig.
Yes.
You know, because that's like, oh, I could be home with the person I love most in the world that I'm so lucky to be with. Or I could hang out with, these reprobates. And, those relationships, I think, also are important in comedy. But, having something actually meaningful in your life outside of it, I think is good too.
I think so. I think comedy, but at the end of the day, comedy is for degenerates.
Yes.
Which originally was my... I really loved that aspect of it.
Too.
I was like, I love degenerate. I want to be a degenerate.
I used to be one.
Yeah. I used to not only was one, but I strived to be.
Yeah,
I was like,
absolutely.
Look at those degenerates. They're my heroes.
Yes,
they're
absolutely.
so cool. Look at how much of big of a loser that guy is. He literally just hangs out and tells jokes and smokes cigarettes and drinks and tries to bang chicks. Like, that guy's living the dream.
Absolutely.
And my dreams have changed. I don't want to be a degenerate anymore as much. Now I have like moments where I'm like, I'm going to go be a degenerate tonight. But then I have 2 weeks after that where I'm like, okay, I got that out of my system.
Yeah,
I want to be an adult.
And what, the relationship is what changed it? Or did
I think just growing up. I think it's a combination of the relationship and also making more money from my business.
What's your business?
I own a podcast studio.
Oh wow!
In LA. So just like that, being financially,
so you have security,
having a little financial security. Yeah. I also think I lived the degenerate life, hardcore for a decade. I did it at almost the highest level you could be a degenerate. I was one. I did stand up every night. Right. I was a door guy at the Comedy Store. I opened for Big Shots for a decade. Doing that, touring the world. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it, but it's like I got it out of my system. So now I'm like, if I can't do it and make a lot of money, then I'm just gonna do it as for fun.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
And you were saying last night that you approve of everything that's happening in the political scene in America right now. You're like a big fan of every part of it that's been happening.
I don't want to go as far to say that I'm MAGA. I wouldn't say that, because that's like, that would be, the approval. If you're like gung-ho, that would be, you're like MAGA. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't identify as that.
Yeah.
But I do identify as like the media is fake.
Okay.
I do think that everything's overblown on the media, and I kind of tend to rebel against whatever people I'm around. So like if I'm amongst MAGA people, I'm probably the most liberal. And if I'm amongst liberal, I'm probably the most on the right.
Yeah.
So when I mean
that's a classic comedian response.
Classic rebel.
Whatever the situation. Yeah, it's like, well, I probably will see the truth of it.
Exactly. And so because I live in Los Angeles, which is very liberal,
right,
and I'm in New Zealand, which is very liberal.
Yes, of course.
I tend to feel
you push back against.
Yeah, I'm not like you wokies over here. I'm not like you lefties. I'm more on the right side.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
So it's more like that. But I think overall it depends on the issue, and I'm in the middle.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I was quite curious, just because we very briefly spoke about it, and I went, oh, actually, I never really knew him that well, and I wonder if he is like fully MAGA.
Well, I would, Like,
I was kind of panicked, actually.
Let me put it to you this way: like my comedy circle in LA, like the people who I hang out with, we're all like in the Rogan camp. Like I opened for Theo Vaughn for many years.
Absolutely, yeah.
I was around Joe Rogan all the time. I like his podcast. I'm friends with Santino and Fame, all these people. All my role models and people that I look up to and open for are all in the Rogan camp.
Yeah.
So they're basically Austin camp. So I'm definitely not on the woke alt side of comedy.
Yeah. But you also seem like a reasonable human being.
I think
which
I'd like to think
not
so.
all of them do all the time.
I'd like to think that I am, but then again, that's what wouldn't everybody call himself a reasonable?
I think
human
that's
being?
true.
Wouldn't
Everyone
someone on the far left and far
every
right.
single person acts in according to their own ethics, and they feel like yes, everything I'm doing is right.
Right.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about the relationship then. This is some of your trauma, right?
I mean, yeah.
You said you have regular trauma.
I was thinking about that more after we left because you said this podcast is about trauma or loosely about trauma.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say my trauma like started with like family issues.
Okay.
Became relationship issues. Then I probably also have trauma just from like hardcore experiences. Maybe like I got shipped off to military school when I was young.
Oh wow.
So wait,
what was like your home environment growing up? Like what was the childhood?
So my parents were very strict. My dad's a doctor. Okay. My mom's a lawyer. Just what everyone can relate to listening to this. That's what everyone wants to hear.
That you come from family money.
They want to hear about
you have nothing but privilege.
A Jewish male comedian with a doctor dad and a lawyer mom. Yeah. That's what everyone loves to hear.
I see why you feel financially secure.
I get that a lot from people who don't know me, and then if you met my parents, they're the cheapest people. But
that's why they have money, right?
Oh yeah, that's why they have money, but they hoard it all for themselves.
Absolutely, no, of course. But one day they'll die, and then you'll have the money.
But that's kind of part of
only child.
No, I have two younger brothers.
Okay,
so when I like my initial 10 years, they were in debt paying off all their education. So not that they were doing bad, but they weren't like bawling out on things. Now in their older years, they're kind of bawling out on things.
Yeah, great.
And are a little bit more generous. But yeah, they were very strict because they were both, one went to law school, one to medical school. They were both like, you need to get straight A's. The number one thing growing up that I remember when I closed my eyes and look back was like, you got to do good in school. You got to go to the best college. This is your life. You only get one shot. Don't fuck it up. Like, this is what's important to us. And I hated school.
Right.
And I got bad grades.
Were they natural born Americans or were they immigrants?
They were both born in America.
Okay, yeah. Because that's like often the immigrant kind of parent is really pushes the child.
Yeah, I think there's a few overall immigrants have that mentality, but so do all Asian people for the most part, and absolutely. So do all Jewish people.
Right. Okay.
I think that's why you see. I don't know if this stereotype exists in Australia, but in U.S. you see a lot of Jewish men who marry Asian women.
Oh, I did not know that stereotype.
Yeah, so
but that makes sense because it's a cultural crossover.
And that's my theory, is that they have similar cultures.
That's
they have similar families that are strict and saying, education, do well, get a good job, make money, do that.
Interesting. Yeah, in Australia, like there tends to be the stereotype of like white autistic guys marry Asian women.
Well, same thing.
Which I am.
Jewish men are all white and autistic.
Oh, is that true? Yeah. But also, I think there's something in like autistics like love rules, and they're just like, yeah, great. This is someone who'll tell me what to do.
That's hilarious. Is your significant other Asian woman?
She is.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you got that in you.
I mean, it's not a fetish. There's been plenty of other colors.
No, I wasn't insinuating.
No, but I've had many people insinuate that.
Yeah, no, I had a half Chinese girlfriend once. She was lovely.
Mine's very aggressive, but like, it's cool. I like that about her.
She's in charge. Would you say she's the dominant one in the relationship?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You said last night on stage that she's the breadwinner.
That's true. We do try to keep all the money separate, but right now I owe her like $8,000 or something.
Right. But, so normally, like, even if it's not talked about or conscious, in my opinion, though, the breadwinner is typically in charge.
I think
like the provider,
as it should be.
Yeah.
Even
on when it doesn't come to money, at the end of the day, subconsciously in your head, you're like, well, she's the one making the money, so I gotta listen to what she says.
Well, absolutely. Like, because we have pet rabbits. I'm allergic to rabbits. It's fair enough.
That seems weird.
No, the thing is, like, so she's a veterinarian. She loves animals. She's like an animal mad person.
Have you always had pet rabbits? For the whole 13 years?
She's always had so when we started dating, she had one pet rabbit. That was going to be the only rabbit, and it was going to live outside. And then it became 2 rabbits that were inside. Then it was 3 rabbits that are inside. And then it became more animals.
They have a lot of babies. Right?
Well, they do. Ours are fixed. And there's a lot of compromise that comes from like being in a relationship with a comedian. Particularly, I'm like away 6 months of the year. Also, my income is so inconsistent. Right, sometimes it is good, and then often it's not.
Right.
So it's like it's only fair there should be compromise on both sides. But
also,
I'm not like anaphylactically allergic to rabbits. I just get sniffly.
Does she listen to this?
She listens to some stuff. Why?
I think an adult woman over 30 with
Shouldn't
rabbits,
have a
that's
rabbit?
a red flag.
I think she's nothing but red flags.
she's a veterinarian, so maybe that gets like a little bit of leeway.
What's wrong with having rabbits?
I think they're for little children who want a cute rabbit. Like,
I must say, I used to think rabbits were a silly pet that had no personality.
They have personalities, but
now
a lot of
I
times
know.
they're mean too.
They are often mean.
Yeah, they're not great pets.
It's something about they're little pieces of shit actually.
Yeah,
but like it's something about because they're a prey species, and then at a certain point they feel safe enough to be like, all right, well, fuck it then. I guess I'll just dominate this household and be complete pieces of shit. But like Nicole really likes that about them. to her, like, I think they're like happiness surrogates, and also like act out on their urges surrogates for her. She's in control all the time. She like suppresses all her feelings. These creatures can live the life that she can't live. She provides it for them.
Yeah, they're cute.
I mean, I'm a big fan of them now.
Some of them cuddle. Some of them are nice.
Yeah, even the ones that are. Yeah, we have 2 rabbits at the moment. One of them who is the biggest piece of shit in the world. Like, I like her a lot more than the other one who doesn't have as much personality.
You like the shittier one?
Yeah, because she's at least like she's standing up and she's being herself. The other one's like pretty simple.
Can you pet the shitty one or no?
Yeah. No, I say she's a piece of shit, but like she doesn't bite or nip or anything like that. No, our rabbits.
Some of them bite.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they all shit everywhere. You can't.
Well, we give them an area. And
they only shit in their area.
We give them an area of the house that's theirs.
Oh, got it. You don't let them.
And then they also have a litter box that they shit in there.
Got it.
But our house is full of animal filth. Yeah. I'm the only one that cleans.
See, that's
anytime I go away for 2 weeks, it's like, my God, I come back, the whole thing is just yeah. But again, it's compromise.
yeah, I get that. Yeah, the breadwinner shouldn't have to clean as much.
No,
I agree.
Or at all, according to Nicole. She tries, but she cannot do it.
I've gotten pickier over the years when it comes to romance.
Yes.
And
me too. I
and
came off a divorce and I went, you know what? I'm not going to get
How old are you?
42 now.
42, okay.
So but I got married when I was like 24.
Got it.
And we were a very bad fit. We were like drug buddies. And then my dad died and I went, I have to get permanency. And so I like married the first person I saw. Mm-hmm. And it was like horrible. We tried to make it work for like a couple of years.
That's
and
trauma right there.
It's just miserable. And coming out of that, I sort of went to a tailspin for like a year. And then coming out of that, I just sort of went, you know what? I'm not going to get into any relationship ever unless it's going to be like perfect. Because actually, what's the point of like trying to make something bad work? Mm-hmm. And then, when I started dating Nicole and stuff, it's like I was setting her all these little tests that she didn't know about. Which
really healthy. Yeah.
In retrospect,
really good.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because like she's way better than I deserve. But like, she's not like a perfect person, but she's perfect for me.
Yeah.
And the things that I found frustrating are ultimately quite small things.
Okay, then if she's perfect for you,
I don't mind cleaning.
Yeah.
That's
good. If she's perfect for you, why has it been 13 years and she's still your fiance?
Well, I'm doing a bit about it in the new show, but we kept postponing it because I wanted to have like a nice wedding. 'Cause my first wedding was in Vegas while tripping on LSD. And so I wanted to have a nice wedding the second time, the permanent one. But I also didn't think it was fair and Nicole pay for the whole thing, right? So I was like, I've got to pay for my half. And so we were going to get married ages ago. And I was like, with the way comedy goes and festival seasons, all that kind of stuff, I was like, I reckon next year I'll have it. And I didn't. And then I didn't. And I didn't. And like last year I made a special and that like I was finally out of debt for a couple of years.
Oh, and then you spent
and then I made
it.
Yeah. And then I made a special, which I don't regret, but now I'm in debt again.
Yeah.
And so maybe 6 months ago, we decided, okay, we're just going to elope. We're going to like do a really small thing so we can just finally make it happen.
Yeah.
But so we still have to figure out the wording of the prenuptial agreement. that her mother's been pretty intense about.
Now, isn't it the woman's family that's supposed to pay for the wedding anyway? Isn't it supposed to be
I guess
her
depending
mother
what
and father?
Culture or whatever. But I mean, that's not really.
You don't subscribe to that, or you?
I mean, it's not really. That's not really something.
Fair enough.
We've ever pitched.
Got it. You've never called her dad and been like, so I want to marry your daughter. Aren't you going to pay for it?
Yeah. So, I mean, her dad, he passed away like maybe a year ago, but he was very against us being together and very against the wedding. And he said, you can't trust him. He wants to have money or some shit. But he also was like just an emotionally abusive piece of shit that like the whole family didn't like.
Got it.
All his extended family cut him off.
Rest in peace.
Well, she spoke at his funeral. Nicole did. She flew back to Singapore where they're from, right? Spoke at the funeral, and she messaged me afterwards and said, "Oh man, I just bombed at the funeral because she wrote a bunch of jokes."
Oh, she was too mean.
Well, she wrote a bunch of jokes, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I think maybe like it wasn't the right tone or whatever." And then she was talking to me afterwards, and even though everyone speaks English there, the accent is quite particular in Singapore. And because she's been living in Australia for so long, her accent's so different. And apparently a bunch of people did not understand her jokes. So maybe they were fine. But she was so upset that she'd bombed the gig.
Damn.
You can't do it again. He's already in the ground. Well, he's burned up.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they have their own mental thing. They're connected still. They're fine. He's looking down fondly.
Or up?
And he likes you now.
He might be looking up.
I actually am an empath.
Oh, I see. You can sense him?
He's actually changed from the grave. He actually supports you guys getting married now. So you could tell Nicole I said that.
Wow. All right.
You spoke with an empath today.
Yeah.
And he actually said your dad's switch sides.
And she'll say, who's Ari Mass? I'll say, he opened for Theo Vaughn. And she'll say, okay, well.
So you're good.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
You got his blessing.
That's very...
I don't know if you even care about that, but you have his blessing.
I mean, honestly, I was really mad that she never let me punch him. I asked many times. I said, "Can I just punch this guy?" And she would never let me do it. And then he died, and now he's gone unpunched.
He just said, "Thank you for not punching me."
Oh wow!
Yeah, he said he's sorry.
I still feel like you're looking the wrong direction. So I feel like
he's up there. He found Christ right before the end.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the Judeo-Christian God?
I don't believe in anything.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. Agnostic.
Yeah.
Say. Yeah.
Okay. The coward's atheist, some other people have called it.
Yeah.
I actually used to be an irritating atheist, and now I've become agnostic.
Okay.
Through therapy, I was
You've matured.
Well, yeah, through therapy, I was like, maybe I don't have to convince every single person I meet about every belief I have all the time in a way that's really annoying.
Yeah, I'm not saying there is a God, but
yeah.
Unless you could prove there isn't, then...
So strict parents?
Really strict parents.
Yeah.
And so I was always kind of a disappointment.
Oh.
They didn't say you're a disappointment.
Did they tell you they loved you, or were they not good at saying that?
No, yeah, they said they loved me, but I just they were never happy with me. You know what I mean? They were never like, oh, you're doing so great.
Did you go to university? Did you start down that track?
I did end up going to university, but I had to go to, I don't know if they have the same system. It's called junior college in the States.
Okay.
So it's basically for people who can't get into a real university. You have to go to like a mini university. And
in Australia, they have a thing, it's kind of a technical college called TAFE. But yeah, that's sort of, you would maybe go there and do like a lower level certificate, and then having done that, okay, now you can apply for university.
Exactly.
Or you could go into some kind of trade or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I had to do that. And I didn't even want to do that, to be honest. I hated school.
You just wanted to please your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to please my parents. So I ended up going to junior college and then going to the same university my dad went.
Okay, cool.
UC Santa Cruz, which is a beautiful, amazing place.
Right.
I don't like regret doing it or anything.
Yeah.
But I don't use my degree. That's
what did you study?
Film.
Okay.
And digital media.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I chose. You're sort of using it a little bit. You got a podcast studio.
Yeah, but I didn't learn anything there. I don't need it.
Did you party? It was not a party university.
It wasn't a big party university. I was such a fuck up growing up, as they say, that by the time I was going to university, they were just, my parents were just happy that I was going.
You're doing
They didn't care what I was studying.
Yeah.
They weren't. They gave up on me being a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to study film. And they're like, as long as you go, that's fine. Like,
did your younger brothers do anything that pleased your parents?
They were more, they learned from my mistakes.
More?
Yeah, they saw how hard my life was. And they were like, okay, we could do better than that.
What do they do?
One of them works for Spotify.
Okay.
And one of them's about to be a lawyer. So yeah, they're doing good.
We're
all doing good, honestly. I'm doing good.
Absolutely.
They're doing good. My parents are doing good. We're all done fine. None of us are drug addicts. None of us have gone to jail. We all make okay money. We're all living
none of your degenerate was exploring drugs?
I guess you could say I explored drugs.
Right. They weren't for you.
But I never had a drug issue.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I never married my drug
Yeah. I proposed to her when we were both high on cocaine in London, cheating with each other on our respective long-term partners.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
like the next day she was like, isn't that crazy how you proposed? And I said yes. And I was like, well, yeah, but also you made a commitment. And like, and I like pressured her into following through on it.
So then when did
really
you
crazy
go,
that it worked
and then,
for a
minute,
year and a half.
So did you call up your partners and end things? Like, how did that go down?
Well, yeah, because we were both in like, so I had known her from Perth in Western Australia, but we were both living in the UK.
Mhm.
And then I was in like a multi-year relationship with a German girl. And so I had gone to Europe to like live with, that's why I was in Germany. But then when I ran out of money in Germany, I would go to the UK and I'd work for a while and I'd come back to Germany. And so one of the times I was back in the UK, this all sort of happened. And yeah, we planned to break up with them. And then I went to live in Berlin with a girl I was about to break up with for another month and a half. I
didn't break up. You went.
Well, I said in my head, I was like, yeah, I'll break up with her at the end of the month and a half.
And didn't.
And then I broke up with her the day I got there.
Oh, okay.
But then we lived together for a month and a half.
That's nice of her for letting you live with her after you broke up with her.
Yeah, I mean, it was, in retrospect, it's all very stupid of me. And then I emailed, I used to do like an email mailing list of just people I knew. This is like, what is it? Maybe 2008, something like that. So it was sort of pre even social media being a big thing. And so I had a bunch of people on the mailing list that were like friends of the German girl. So we've been together for 3 years.
Oh my gosh.
I told the German girl when I broke up with her, there's no one else. Which was,
you didn't want to hurt her feelings.
I was trying not to, I was trying not to hurt her feelings, right? So I was like, no, it's just, natural endpoint. We're not going to live together in Germany. It's like, we should end this now on good terms or whatever. And then she sort of didn't believe me. And then eventually she sort of, okay. And then I went back to the UK, and then a week later, I emailed out to my mailing list, which had a bunch of her friends on it. I'm getting married.
So, oh my God! So she knew.
Yeah, I had a long
She had a strong suspicion that there was somebody else in the picture.
Yeah, because a week later is pretty quick.
It's really quick.
And so then I had a call from her, and we had a long talk. And
did you come clean?
Well, I mean, obviously at that point, it's cat's out of the bag. But then we've never talked again.
Sounds about right.
Which is fair.
Yeah, totally fair.
Yeah, I regret that very much.
When you were single after the divorce,
did
any part of you want to reach back out
to the German girl?
Yeah, did you miss her?
Oh, I mean, I think she's wonderful, but like, I mean, no, at that point it was like, I mean, I was just busy, being on drugs and drinking and driving drunk and being crazy for a year.
Wow.
Because like, as much as the relationship should, like the first marriage never should have happened, we still had made like full lifelong plans, right? That when that ended, it was like we had planned kids and like a whole life together that felt like as the relationship ended, all of those plans had died too. So there's like a lot of grief in that. And then this is all pre-therapy too. So I used to just self-medicate and be like, that seems fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems to fix things.
Damn. You live
temporarily
many lives.
Yeah, that's true.
You've had a lot of life
I
experience.
think, but that's true for all of us, I think.
But in different ways. Like, I don't have a divorce under my belt. I don't have a whole
that's to your benefit.
Affair under my belt, or a drug bender.
Yeah. I used to be like a meth addict.
Whoa.
That was pre that.
Meth is smoking?
Yeah, it's like it's similar to crack, I suppose. But
you smoke it mostly?
Yeah, you smoke meth. Yeah. The first time I did meth, I was worried about getting addicted. So it's like sort of crystals and stuff. So I like just dissolved it in a glass of water and I drank the glass of water thinking that getting high that way would not be addictive. It still is.
So
but you can drink it and you can just ingest it. I still go very high and
I was going to say, why do people smoke it if you could just drink it?
It's a quicker,
you feel it faster.
It's a quicker, more intense high. Right.
Got it.
Yeah. But like
I'd like to drink some meth.
It's really fun. That's
I don't think
kind of the issue
Adderall
with it.
And cocaine. Isn't that kind of like meth? And I don't love those.
Yeah, I mean, I will say like I had a great time at the time. But it's not one of those drugs that I sort of go, oh, I can't wait to do meth. If I gets brought up on stage or whatever, I'll be like, oh, I love some more. But it's actually not the drug for me anymore. Like
mine's Oxy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
fuck, man.
Those I don't. Luckily, I don't have an issue. But the few times I've done them,
they're so
I've
good.
been like, I could see myself getting an issue.
Absolutely. Like my partner Nicole has she has chronic anxiety, and she also has a bunch of like joint pain, muscle pain issue. And so I made it very clear with her early on she's never allowed to try heroin because it's the perfect drug for her. It'll take all her problems away.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of friends who've like gone down that road, and it's like the monkey's never off the back, right? Even if they've been clean for a year, they're still like, oh, but of course I want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. It feels good. I found, have you tried kava?
Oh, I have. Yeah. It's a nice little pleasant buzz.
To me, it's kind of heroin feeling. I don't know why. It's like calming and melting.
Yeah,
feeling.
But it's very mild.
Yeah, very mild.
And I think that's to its benefit as a thing to try.
Yes. So I do that now like once every couple weeks.
Oh, nice.
Kind of guilt-free.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And that's like my drug, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't smoke weed even anymore. I used to smoke weed.
Oh, really? You have a vibe. I guess maybe it's just the accent or whatever, but like you have a vibe that you've always just come from smoking weed.
I mean, I used to. I smoked plenty of weed.
I literally last night I saw it and I was like, I bet you he just had a joint out on the street or whatever. It was my first thought. Yes, you are. Yes, you seem to have no motivation anymore.
Yeah, no motivation. I live like a retired man.
Yeah,
I want to do a bit about how it's not very likable, but my life is better than anyone's I know.
Oh, great.
It really is. My life is so good.
Yeah.
But I'm still just as miserable as everyone else.
I like that. And I also think it's a perspective you don't often see on stage. There's the big like alpha comedians who like they're like, my life is better than everybody's and fuck you kind of thing. Like you see that, but you don't see like someone who's self-aware about it.
Yeah. But it really is like I don't have a job really.
Yeah.
I make more money than the average human being on the planet. Not that I'm rich.
Just from the podcast studio?
Just from my business and stand-up combined and everything. And it's not. I'm not rich. I'm not trying to sit here saying I'm rich, but like I'm really comfortable.
You live on your own terms.
I live on my own terms. I work maybe 10 hours a week.
Yeah, great.
And I do stand-up for fun.
Great.
And I'm healthy. I'm physically healthy.
And you don't need something from stand-up anymore externally.
I don't need the stand-up.
So now you're not at the mercy of the industry. Now you can just take what you want from it.
Yeah. I have a flight pass, so I could travel as much as I want.
How do you get this? What is this?
So basically, any airline,
right?
You can
go on standby, right?
Go on standby. A flight attendant, if you're a flight attendant, you can fly on standby with your airline whenever you want.
You are a flight attendant?
No, but they also get a pass that they usually give to like their mother, their father, their significant other, their best friend. I got a flight attendant to give me their pass.
Wow.
So I could fly now. Not going to say what airline in case it's public.
Yeah, and this is just from being charming. This is just from being a charismatic guy.
I paid for it.
Oh, wow.
But I could,
But you've got a lot more value than I assume you paid for it at this point. Exactly.
Like,
that's so clever.
I flew here on business class, which I would never, I'm not business class money.
I've flown business class one time that I upgraded to on points. Like I was coming back from Edinburgh and I went, I have enough points, I'll upgrade. And I actually sort of wish I hadn't done it because now I know how good the front of the plane is.
It's one of those things.
I'm back in steerage always.
When you're flying coach, or for me, my whole life, I was like, why would you spend? And I would see the price of business class. I was like, why would anyone do that? That's insane. But now you know. So much money. And now I'm like, I get it.
No, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so life's too good. I think that's actually my biggest problem. This is going to sound crazy. And again, just what everyone out there wants to hear. My life is so good that I'm miserable.
Why?
Because there's just like nothing. My motivation is gone. There's no challenge. My life is too good. I know that sounds insane to say.
Yeah.
Like my fantasy, most people fantasize about like, if I work really hard, then I could work less later, or I could go on this vacation, or I could buy this. That's the average person. My fantasies are like, what if I worked at Taco Bell one day a week, just to like make my life a little harder?
Interesting.
What if I just
to give you more friction?
Yeah. What if I joined the military?
Yeah.
What if like my fantasies are?
As someone who used to be in the military, don't do it. It's very unpleasant.
Which branch were you in?
I was in the Australian Army from 2002 2006. I was
cool.
No, I was a very bad fit, and I got yelled at a lot.
I could see you being a bad fit.
Yeah, and I got brought up on charges, and there was a trial.
Oh yeah, that's why you're such a liberal woke guy now.
You
rebelled against your past.
No, I was liberal woke then too. Like, it made me quite unpopular. Like, we were going into like Iraq and stuff with the Americans at the we had troops there, And I would be sitting around with the other soldiers being like, I don't think it's reasonable that we're there and stuff. And like, that is not a popular opinion within the military.
Absolutely not.
Of people who know people who are there and stuff. From literally like the first day of basic training, I went, I made a mistake, but I'm here now. So yeah, hilarious. I don't recommend it for someone who pushes back against authority.
Yeah, no, I think I would regret it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
but I'm just saying
but it would make you appreciate what you have now.
Exactly, that's where my brain goes. So maybe if I just joined the military reserves part time.
Yeah,
maybe I would just appreciate how great my life is.
Yeah, when you're not there.
When I'm not there. Yeah.
So you say you have breakup trauma?
Just like I think because I have, because of the trauma from my parents of just, it's not real trauma, but just of like never feeling enough. Like I was met their needs.
Right.
So I think I handle rejection really poorly.
What do you do?
I think it just takes me, it wrecks me and takes me way too long to get over someone. So like,
right. But like you internalize, not that you externalize it. You
correct. Internalize it.
You don't like not breaking stuff and being violent.
No violence or anything like that. But
which would seem very out of character for your vibe.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I would be so surprised. You'd be like, oh yeah, man, I'm so abusive.
I can't think of anyone in my life that I've yelled at. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's anyone that would be like, oh, Ari went off on me.
Do you feel like you repress it, or it's just not there, the urge?
It's not there that
You've been too supported? I guess maybe that's not it, right? Because
I don't think I was too supported. I think I've been through like military school, kind of like you. The military experience. That was really hard for me when I was a kid. I went there when I was like 13. And I think it was such a challenge for me that everything else feels like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So like whenever someone messes up or pisses me off, you could say, like upsets me, I'm still not that upset. I'm like, it's fine.
Because you got a perspective on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing in my life that someone could really do to ruin my life. Yeah. I say that, but I'm sure there is. But you know what I mean? Like I have all my ducks in a row.
Yeah, sure.
So if someone pissed me off at a show, okay, there's other shows. If someone someone did this wrong to me, okay, on to the next person.
Right.
But back to the internalizing. So when someone, like when I get my heart broken, which everyone can relate, that getting your heart broken is one of the worst feelings. It's horrible.
Oh yes, absolutely.
No one likes it, but I think I dwell on it even longer. So I think maybe.
How long were you with this girl?
2 years. So I think the average person goes through a 2-year relationship. It ends maybe 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I think it's like half the length of the relationship.
Right, whatever it is.
What people say.
Most people after a year are like, I'm good. I'm back to myself. For me, it's been like longer. I've been single longer than the relationship, and I still stew on it every day.
What? Do you blame yourself? Like why?
All the feelings. I blame myself. I blame her. I blame the world. It's just like.
How long ago was it?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And the relationship was 2 years. And why do you obsess over it?
Why did it end, do you think? Or do you know?
We just weren't a good fit. We argued all the time.
Okay.
We both had growing up to do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I made mistakes. She made mistakes.
Right.
Everything. All the the reasons that people break up. I think we probably
just
hit all of them.
Wasn't meant to be, right?
Wasn't a good fit.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I just can't stop stewing about it. And that's happened and she's not the first person that says. It's not a unique to that relationship issue. That's any long relationship I have, I stew on it until the next one. The only way, some people are like, you have to be okay with yourself before you can get into another relationship.
Right.
Then I'm never getting into another relationship.
You're okay with your life but not yourself. That's interesting.
Yeah, in a certain aspect.
Do you feel like you deserve how good your life is?
Yeah, I worked for it. It wasn't nothing was handed to me. Yeah. I grinded, as they say. I put in the time. I had the thought. I had the idea. I think I'm still very lucky. Don't get me wrong.
Oh sure. I mean, luck's part of everything.
Yeah, I don't feel unlucky, but I don't feel like I was handed anything. So
to put it another way, like my partner's like very hardworking. She's very very high up in her field. She's paid well for the industry, which is an underpaid industry.
What industry?
So she's a veterinarian.
Said,
yeah. But she still fundamentally feels undeserving of any success and of love. right? And that's just how she's wired from like emotional abuse when she was young.
From that great dad.
The dad that loves. You've already acknowledged that there's no afterlife, so
maybe, or I don't know.
So you were actively avoiding being in a relationship now, then?
No,
or is that just happenstance?
No, I'm saying like I think the only way I'll ever be happy again is to find another relationship.
Oh, you can't be happy on your own.
There's moments, but yeah, overall, I like. I'm searching for the next person to be my partner.
Yeah, this 2-year thing, that was the most serious?
Yeah, I have made 2 years. I had 3 2-year relationships.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put in the time on myself. Like I go to therapy.
Oh yeah. Therapy's great.
I have hobbies.
Okay,
I live my life. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But that's what I do.
You're saying it in a very defensive way.
Yeah, maybe I am. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's complicated. But I feel like this is relatable. People have this. I'm sure there's other people like this out there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, are you diagnosed with anything?
Antagonized by anything?
Sorry, diagnosed with anything.
Diagnosed with
anything.
anything.
You got any mental, physical things?
I've been claiming autism lately.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a comedian, that's kind of probably like
yeah, but I haven't been diagnosed with it.
Yeah. And also, it's such a spectrum, and then like the masking behavior is so once you become an adult, like becomes so extensive that it's really difficult to diagnose adults.
True.
And so it's something where certainly autism in comedy is so like overrepresented.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have my master's degree was in neuroscience, but I wasn't like focused on autism. So I'm not sort of claiming it from my studies, but certainly I've done a lot of reading about it since then and like going through my diagnosis and all this kind of stuff. Also, the nomenclature's changed so much now. It's like autism level 1, 2, and 3. There used to be Asperger's, which is now it's just like an autistic person who's also a prick. Asperger's doesn't even exist as a term anymore.
I feel like autism is kind of like ADD.
Yeah,
where it's
there's a little
overdiagnosed to an extent.
Sure.
But
it's also overrepresented.
Overrepresented.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of people who claim it probably don't have it, and it's just kind of like a common thing amongst people, and some people pay attention easier than others.
Exactly.
And you don't probably shouldn't be taking so much Adderall.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun drug.
Yeah.
It's like it's a sort of medicinal methamphetamine in a way. Yeah,
exactly.
And so it's fun when you're young, I think. All right, so maybe some spectrum stuff.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe some ADD stuff if you believe in those things.
Yeah.
I don't see. That's the thing. I claim those things, and I don't even know if I believe in them.
Yeah, interesting. This is like you're claiming about Nicole's dad as well.
Yeah.
All right. Anything wrong physically? You seem like in really good health.
No, I'm
handsome man.
I'm athletic. I'm healthy.
You're looking for love.
I would like to get abs.
It takes so much work to get abs.
I don't have them.
I like the look of abs. Even when I was like young and as fit as I ever was, like when I was in the army, I never had like proper abs. And the amount of work it takes to get them, I don't want that to be my life.
Right.
And I heard Pete Holmes on a podcast say, and for what? For corn? Just so you have corn? Something that feels like corn? I don't want that. And it's like, you can't even eat corn, you know? Like it's upsetting, I think, to get abs. You don't need abs. You're fine.
Here's why I want abs.
Why? Why do you want them?
I am very vain.
Oh, yes.
And I'm very...
Sure.
What's the other word? What's the word where you want an attractive partner?
Selfish?
Probably
No.
I'm very...
But yeah.
Like I want a girl...
You want to look good and you want a girl that looks good.
Yeah, and it's like, it's hard to... demand.
And you live in LA, right?
So I live in LA.
So that creates a different demand.
If I want a hot partner, I want the baddest bitch, dude.
Yeah.
I want the baddest.
So you either need to be incredibly wealthy or incredibly hot or hopefully some combination of those.
Combination, but it's hard to demand what I want when I don't have it.
Yes, I get that.
It's hard to like I've gone out with girls who probably are better looking than me.
Right.
And they're not good looking enough for me, you know?
Right.
And I've ended things after.
I see that.
And I'm like, what's wrong with you, dude? You can't... This girl likes you and she's not good enough for you when she's prettier than you. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I gotta get abs.
I guess that's all vanity, right? Like, you want to have like an attachment to you that's also reflecting your value and aesthetics.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Incredibly vain. That's a good.
I'm vain.
That's a good bit of damage.
I want the baddest bitch.
What was your worst bomb?
Well, I've had a lot of bad bombs.
We all have. What's the first one that comes to mind?
I'll say this because I don't know how much of my comedy you've seen, but I tend to lean towards offensiveness and edgy, as they say.
Yeah,
pushing the boundaries as every comic does.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff I've seen of yours is not like crazy over the top.
Yeah, it's not crazy, but I toe the line.
Pushing boundaries. Yeah,
I toe the line, and I pick controversial topics.
Absolutely,
polarizing topics.
Yeah.
So because of that, when people hate me, it's not like they're bored by me. Or they're like, you're not funny.
Yeah, they hate you.
They hate me.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
When I first started, I was doing that a lot.
And I'm still doing it.
Yeah. You made it work for you.
So when I bomb,
it's
typically someone getting up and it's like, fuck you, you fucking asshole.
Wow.
It's not like crickets.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, that was a rough set. It's like people are like, hey, I don't think we're allowed to have you back on this show again.
Right.
So I've had, here's my worst bomb. I thought it came to me because I've had several. I was doing a show at the Soho House, and I probably told this story on a podcast before, but whatever. I was doing a show at the Soho House in New York City. And if you're not familiar with the Soho House, are you familiar with it?
I've lived there for a few months, but I'm not sure I can place that.
So they have them all over the world now. They might even have one in Auckland. I don't know.
Right.
But it's a members-only club, bar, hotel.
Okay.
It's very snooty. It's very like, it's cost, $300 to $500 a month just to go to this bar.
Right.
Basically, it's a bar where you need to pay a monthly subscription.
This I do not
to be
know
able
about.
To go in. They still charge you $20 for a drink.
This is a different world than I live in.
Yes. So it's like it's like for people who wear Rolexes and have Prada bags. I'm not a member, but there's a show there, a monthly show there in New York.
Yeah.
And so I'm on the show, and I want to preface this story with I'm very hard on myself when it comes to my stand-up.
Okay.
And I'm not the type you meet comedians that are like, I had a great set when you're like, you fucking bombed. I'm not that. I will say that was a bad set. I bombed. Absolutely. I was doing very well on the show.
Right.
I was having a great set.
Right.
Getting a lot of applause breaks, a lot of laughs.
Right.
And I do this joke, and it's a statutory rape joke.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a joke about having sex with a 18-year-old, let's just say. And
let's say
and it does great.
Okay.
It gets the laugh. It's one of my best jokes. It was the first joke I ever had that went viral on the internet.
Oh, cool.
Whatever, not that makes it a good joke, but it gets a lot of views.
Yeah.
And I do the joke, and this lady stands up and she says, "Not funny, me too," saying like hashtag me too or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, everyone else laughed, the classic. Everyone else laughed, so sit down and shut the fuck up.
Right.
And everyone, applauded for that and laughed more. And she stands up, continues standing. She goes, "Not funny, me too."
Right.
And she was like an older white woman. It's always a white woman.
It has to
older
be.
white woman. She had like short curly hair. She looked kind of like lesbian-ish.
Right.
She wasn't. She was there with her husband. But I was like,
once he dies, she'll explore it.
Yeah, maybe she already did. I was like, hey, maybe if you grew your hair out, I went off on her at this point. I was like, listen here. I don't remember exactly what I said, but something along the lines of like, listen here, you fucking bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you grew your hair out, someone would fuck you. This is my show.
Yep.
Sit down and shut the fuck up, or I'll have you. I went off on her.
Yeah.
I unloaded.
Yeah.
Because she ruined my moment. I was having a good night.
Yeah.
Oh, also.
And you have the whole rest of the crowd with you at this point.
The whole crowd
gives you a lot more license.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you do that when the crowd's not on your side,
no, then it's wrong.
Horrible.
Yeah.
And also, to make matters worse, I forgot to preface this. I forgot to give this information. I was there on a first date. Like I brought a girl with me to watch me. And I'm in New York City. Yeah. And there's this snooty show. There's like part of the cast from SNL was there.
Oh.
Bigger comedians were there that like, as lame as it is, I wanted to do good in front of these people. Like I really was nervous going to the set. I really wanted to appear as a pro.
Yeah.
So, and it was going well up until this. So she ruins it. I go off on her.
Yeah.
I do another. I think after that, she shut up. I do an even more offensive joke. The crowd loves it. I get off. People are literally high-fiving me as I'm walking out. And after that, it's like I'm not exaggerating. This sounds douchey to say.
Right.
There's a line of people coming up to me saying like, "Good job, dude. Don't worry about her. You fucking killed it." And I'm Thanks. I'm like,
what's that thing that
better.
actually unifies everybody more than if you just continued the set with no interruption?
Yes.
Because, look how he handled that. It's like people love that.
I'm getting adulations
Absolutely.
out the door. I'm high. And my adrenaline's pumping from this comedy, from the adulations, and from yelling at this lady.
Of course.
Like I'm in like fight or flight mode.
Of course.
Still.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up to me, and I think it's to say good job.
Like
I literally put my hand out. I go, thanks, man. Before he says anything, I go, thank you, dude. And he goes, I'm not shaking your hand. That was my wife.
Oh.
And then he pours a glass of red wine over my head, like wine streaming down my face. And also remember, I'm like 26 years old.
Right.
There's this girl here for me. All these people are watching from SNL. Like,
Oh, this is all like in the public space.
This is like
is happening.
in the back of the room.
Yeah. Okay.
The host is on stage.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, and you could see me on this camera. You've met me in real life. I'm a pussy, right? Like I'm a 5'9",
right,
average looking dude. I am not. You wouldn't look at me and think that guy's a fighter.
Right.
And I know I'm not a fighter.
Yeah.
I've been in 2 fights in my whole life. Actually 3 if you count that.
Did you win him?
So I was like, I have to hit this guy.
Oh, wow.
In my head, I'm like, if I don't hit this guy,
I'll look like a
biggest
bitch.
Pussy in the world. Like this guy just poured wine over me. I was like, fuck, I have to hit this guy.
Right.
I have to.
Right.
That's literally my mind was saying to me.
You're 26.
I'm 26.
Yeah.
But like, that's how much of a pussy I am that I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, I guess I really have to hit this guy.
Right.
Like, I don't want to.
Right.
But I was like, there's no other choice.
Okay.
So I punch him in the stomach. And then this is how much, again, going back to me and my fighting ability.
Yeah.
I punch him in the stomach, and then I choke him, but not like a UFC choke. I'm going like this. Choking him. Somehow, he's a bigger pussy than me.
Right.
Doesn't get a shot on me.
What does he do?
And can't even stop me from choking him. Like, I have my hands around his neck.
He's trying?
He's just like trying to get out of the choke. And that's how weak he is, where my choke like this, he can't break free from. Shortly after that,
it's so funny that you're like so in control on stage, and then you're just choking someone in the middle of a room,
and I'm somehow in control, even though that's not how you choke someone. Like,
no,
you could easily break
that should
free
not be
from
working
that choke.
at all.
Yeah. Like you could maybe choke a child that way. That's about it.
Right.
So I'm choking this man, man who's probably in his like late 40s or 50s. And security instantly breaks us up. Like, maybe, I don't know how long I was choking him for. I'm going to say 11 seconds. Right. I don't know.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. And security breaks it all apart.
Yeah.
As they're breaking it apart, he's wearing a baseball cap. I take his cap and I put it on, and they're kicking him out.
They kick him out?
They kick him out.
After you choked him?
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to be there, whatever.
Yeah.
They're kicking him out. And as he's getting kicked out, he goes, I want my hat back. Give me my hat back. And security's like, do you have his hat? And I'm like, yeah. And I give them the hat. And then I just kind of like, they kick him out. I storm out of there because I'm just embarrassed. I'm like, this is crazy. And so I storm out. I forget after I storm out, I'm like, oh yeah, I have a date there.
You left her behind.
Yeah, I left her behind. I text her. I'm like, I'm at this bar if you want to meet me. She comes and meets me. I realize I probably ruined the show for the producer, who's a friend of mine.
Right.
So now I text her. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I just don't want you to go to jail. Are you okay? Like, she's luckily
You've assaulted
cool about it.
Yeah.
Never had me back, that's for sure.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. And yeah, that might have been the craziest bomb.
I love that your biggest bomb is like, I was crushing. And then this one woman arced up, and also I put her in her place.
Right. Maybe,
and then I choked her husband.
Maybe that was the worst.
And he got kicked out of the venue. And then they tried to get me for SNL, but I was too good for him. And
maybe you're right. That wasn't the worst bomb. It was just the worst show.
That's a great story.
And then to this day, whenever I see a comedian that was there that night,
oh yeah,
that's all they remember about me. So that's
that was so there, notable.
Anytime I see them, they go, "Dude, do you remember in New York City at the Soho House?" I'm like, "Yeah, I remember."
I think that's wonderful. What's your favorite film?
I like Run, Ronnie, Run by David Cross.
Wow.
And I say that
they are unhappy with that film, how it came out.
I liked it growing up.
Mr. Show is great.
And I like that no one's seen it. So it's fun to pick that as the example.
Okay.
Run, Ronnie, Run.
I think it's not like, to me, it's like not the best film, but there's moments of greatness in it.
Yeah.
And you could see, I think when you look at like the backstory of how it happened, all that kind of stuff, you could say, oh, it could have been amazing, but it's not.
I don't even know the backstory.
Oh, well, it's just, they tried to make the film quite differently, and the studio didn't let them. Favorite musician?
That's the same story with Half Baked.
Oh,
they're unhappy with it, even though it got like rave. Ronnie Run didn't get rave.
No, I loved Half Baked. Yeah,
but the creators Chappelle and Neil are like, oh, they changed it so much.
Yeah, but I also think like, man, they really like made it last minute anyway. So it's like you should be really happy with how it came out. Like you actually didn't put that much work in. Yeah. Favorite musician?
Well, lately, I've been listening to a lot of Pine Grove.
Who's Pine Grove?
They're like a alt rock band. I guess I would call them alt, but yeah, I like them a lot. Favorite of all time, I'll just say the Beatles. Keep it.
The Beatles.
no one could get mad at me for saying that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will get mad at you. Whatever you answer, I think it's fine.
People get mad sometimes.
Favorite comedian?
Louis C.K.
Okay, and just how he is off stage.
Yeah, I've never seen a stand-up.
It's just like treating women that way. Yeah. And finally, what's the meaning of life? That's the last question.
The meaning of life comes up all the time. And,
but if you had to summarize it,
I don't know that there is one, but I think the meaning of life is just to like leave the earth slightly better from your existence than worse, to try and make the world slightly better than some.
I think it's very sweet, and I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you for talking to me, Ari.
Thanks for having me.